That's one that Sam gave me way back in the day.
Okay, we're streaming away here now.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm creating an echo effect there for a second.
oh, that's you. Okay, I thought it was me.
Fix now. I was going to stream the. I wanted to share the live stream and it auto started on YouTube, so
Oh,
or on Facebook rather, like it does.
yeah, you could stream it to the Steampunk group.
Yeah, yeah, I should do that too. I shared it to my own place, but I'll share it to Steampunk as well.
So we're streaming. I'm gonna eat some
We,
cheese.
I had cheese.
That's a good choice.
This is what I have. The god tier cookie for tea party.
Oh, I'm
I
jealous.
have a roast beef sandwich that I added mustard to. Oop, there goes my sandwich.
I just watched that happen. That was hilarious.
I had delicate mini toasty.
I
And
forgot my cookies over at the table.
under the cheese is there are grapes.
Under the cheese is grapes.
Well, I didn't want to get another container.
Am I joking?
It is ridiculous how many dishes that we're all using because we're home. Because we do the dishes and then we turn around 5 seconds later, there's a sink full of dishes.
Yep.
Oh man, I feel personally attacked.
I'm the only person using these dishes. Where are these dishes coming from?
Come up and join the tea party. Come up. Everyone will love you.
Everyone loves her already. Aww. We
Oh,
had some cats during Jackbox.
It's a dress, you silly cat. I don't wear dresses often, and that just startled the poop out of her.
Oh, really?
Liz is watching. Liz is watching us on
Hey,
Facebook.
what's
Liz, stop watching and get here.
There we go.
We're like living that running joke about like a cat joining the Zoom stream and immediately like becoming the star.
Yeah.
Jeff's cat became the star, and I believe Carrie's cat was on at one point.
Yeah, Perry's white cat. That was cute.
Have a little stretch.
And official cat bust of the 2020 Steampunk Tea.
Does your cat like to be dressed up any?
I haven't attempted to dress her up, but she does really well with harnesses. Like, she doesn't bother her whatsoever with harnesses. So I bet she'd be okay with costumes, too.
Can
That'd be a
everyone in
pretty good
YouTube
idea.
the cat's name?
What?
Can everyone in YouTube roll the cat's name?
Oh, her name's Lady. I'm gonna have my snake with me for my panel.
I love her snake.
Oh, goodness.
Breakfast. Good.
So how's
Rachel, I
everyone?
think I just misunderstood your question. Were you asking how she reacts to me in costume or her being in costume?
Of her being in costume.
Okay, that's alright. Okay, so I understood your question properly.
Because it'd be pretty cute to dress her up. Like on panels or whatever.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Idea for next possible thing we do online.
Is that a new necklace?
What'd you say, Mary?
Is that a new necklace?
Mine?
Yeah.
A very old necklace.
Oh, I haven't seen her before.
I think I was wearing it. Do you remember that time that there was like a bunch of steampunk people? We all met up at the Victoria Park, and Ashley Harding took our video and used it for a next promotion. I think I was wearing this necklace then.
Cool.
Lisa Wackley with a silver teapot. It was deadly.
Yeah.
That popped up in my memories recently. That was a good time.
I saw that actually a few months ago and it still holds up. It's like
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
attacking each other.
I creeped through that YouTube channel yesterday and found it.
That was the best time. Oh my god.
Yeah. The good old days of being able to meet in public. Well, I mean, I guess we are now, but but it's a little bit less exciting these days, I think.
I saw a great, as anybody who knows me knows, I'm a dinosaur fanatic, and I saw a great thing on a dinosaur site is you have to stand one velociraptor apart.
I like that.
So what drinks does everyone have today? I'm having good old Pepsi. And
I like your cup.
yeah, that came from David Steve back in the day.
I don't have a fancy cup, but I'm actually having
We have chocolate.
Tetley tea.
Yeah, exactly. You know me and my.
I'm drinking good old Arizona green tea.
I love Arizona green tea.
Oh, Arizona green tea. Oh my god. I started drinking because the can was really cool, and then I really started loving it.
I love that they sell them in giant jugs now.
Yeah, I got the 4-liter in my fridge.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Plain old orange pico, but in a nice cup with polar bears on it.
Yeah.
I've got hot chocolate in my music mug.
That's excellent.
And I'm dipping chocolate in my hot chocolate because I'm extra.
Yeah. Putting
No,
chocolate.
chocolate in my hot chocolate.
Yeah, put chocolate in our hot chocolate.
You can't. Excuse me. Pardon me. If the water is hot enough, you can melt chocolate, chocolate in your hot chocolate. Oh, today's
yeah.
gin are brought to you by Smuckers. We have
Also, we like rabbits.
orange marmalade. Bugs, Smuckers,
Yeah.
send me free stuff.
Smuckers.
Say hi to everyone. Yeah. Look at
Look
his
at
face.
that beautiful little face.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a boobable nose, man.
Yeah. You're gonna be famous.
Yeah. So everyone survived the horror movies last night.
Yeah.
Lots of fun making fun of them.
Brent, I invited Brittany and was giving her a play-by-play of all the very sciencey science that was happening.
Science.
Especially the last one.
Yeah. I think my favorite is still the pan of blood that she was like somehow soaking into her veins.
Yeah, that made no sense.
and was still able to talk like perfectly normally with no lungs.
I can't remember who commented it, but I loved the comment. Obviously, there's a fake set of lungs in one of those beakers.
Oh, yeah, that was Mick, I believe.
Yep. God.
Yeah.
I just kept commenting on the movie. The science, it burns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You missed out, Risha.
I don't handle gore super well. Even if it's like really over the top fake gore, I'm like super bad with it.
Yeah.
I did watch little bits and pieces.
I guess the last one was probably the only one with real gore per se, and the rest of them were all very
No, the second
all
one.
very clean. Yeah.
The eyes.
Oh, true. Yeah, there was the eye stuff in the second.
First one though, no, because you didn't
No,
see.
The shrews one didn't really have any.
Yeah. The shrews didn't you? The shrews just had dogs in.
They were literally
Dogs
dogs
in box.
wearing
Pretending to be
fluffy fabric. It was so
Bad. Bring it along.
the dog costumes.
Any fans out there of Dukes of Hazzard? A very young actor played the main hero lead, and he grew up to be Roscoe P. Coltrane on Dukes of Hazzard.
He was in the second one, right? Horror Express?
No, he was the main character. He was the captain, the boat captain in the shrew.
That's
Okay.
Wait, was he Jerry? The one that everyone wanted to die?
No, he was the hero who ended up with the Swedish girl. No spoilers.
Spoilers for the shrews.
There might be spoilers for Killer Shrews, The Brain That Wouldn't Die, and Horror Express.
You mean the drunk guy?
For movies that are all older than I am.
These movies are all older than I am.
I think we're all older than all of us, actually. Yeah. Which is saying a lot because
Horror
least a
Express
couple
came
of us.
out in 74, I think, or 75.
so that one's slightly older than me.
Yeah.
Not too much.
That one's not older than me.
Older than me.
Horror
Definitely.
Express.
Made.
Hurrah! The horror of it all. Back when Telly Savalas was probably doing Kojak on TV, he was very big.
Christopher Lee really brought that movie to life, though.
And Peter Cushing, and they both, spoilers, survived till the end of the movie.
Oh, we have
Ironically,
another
the last
cat.
movie was like the least racially biased of all of them, you know?
Did I hear something about another cat?
Sure.
Looks like there's a.
Oh, you're
Looks
not
like
in
there's a
gallery
cat.
view. You're in speaker
Oh,
view.
yeah, there we go.
Oh,
I see all of you at once.
lady is a friend.
Yeah, I should have gallery view on too. Why not?
Somebody
That-
muted.
Am I just looking at myself for?
That's what I'm streaming to Facebook, and well,
Yeah.
that's what's being recorded and will eventually end up on YouTube.
Is gallery view?
Gallery view up there now.
Yeah.
But it's something like this. I kind of enjoy the way that Zoom does it with like whoever is speaking is the one that pops up.
Cats come over to check out the camera.
Yeah, but we all have reactions that are, many of them are non-verbal. So that
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Push-
That is not yours.
I'm gonna sniff.
look,
What's she sniffing at the hot
there's a
chocolate?
cat.
Talking to each other because they're both next to each other on my screen.
You got to get your cats in here.
Oh.
Harry.
Get away from my grapes and cheese.
I'm not involving this monster. He's quiet and I'm going to leave him quiet.
don't disturb the monster
Don't poke the monster.
Yeah. while he's being good.
Hmm. Lisa, we haven't met before. I don't own an iPad or any of the software, so I just saw little bits of your presentation yesterday, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm enjoying your unicorn horn.
Thank you.
Almost every question I asked was just like was just a smidge early. It's like, do you do stuff with line art? It's like, yes, in fact, the entire second half of my panel is going to be about line art.
Spoilers!
Happy excellent.
Yeah, I tried to cover like 2 different styles because I knew not everybody was gonna like one style or the other.
It was a good idea. That's perfect.
I only watched a small segment, and that was how to put that pattern on the scarf and then go in and take it off, and I thought that was very interesting. But fortunately, I'm assuming it's going to
The
be
biggest thing that I wanted to know, which I'm so glad that I tuned in and watched it all, was like how to make the different layers and how to make them so that you don't go outside the lines, essentially, which was like the alpha lock stuff. I'm so glad I learned that.
Yeah, it's really handy. And it's an old software too, so I wanted to try and do a panel that was a little more universal. So using like the one that I linked to you, Medibang Paint and stuff, but the UI for those other programs are a little clunky and not as like beginner friendly. So I was like, I'll choose something that's a little more friendly looking for this.
Right on, yeah. Yeah, I have a Windows. I don't know, I guess it's a Surface? Is that what Windows are? Windows?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have one of those.
If you have a Surface, you can like draw stuff no problem. I know lots of people have those. I considered buying one actually instead of my iPad.
Yeah, they're considered pretty good artist tools as well.
Excellent.
They're one of the few times when Microsoft got the jump on Apple for something that was actually user friendly.
The only thing that I ever did,
Usually
I'm
Microsoft
actually-
is chasing tails.
I'm quite impressed with how it turned out because I didn't have any drawing program. I literally drew it with pencil. I drew on top of that with Microsoft Paint.
Use Paint, yeah, that's the best.
And then I used GIMP.
I'm
I
a fan.
used GIMP to do airbrushing and stuff. And like shadows. And that was what I did. And it was actually quite okay for the fact that I did it on Microsoft Paint.
I went to college with a guy that used Microsoft Paint like a god. I'm not even joking. We were blown away by like how good his art was. It was like hyper realistic, and it was like, how do you do that in Paint, like with just like a pixel brush and like no layers? And he was just like, oh, it just makes sense. And we're like, sure.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's I knew someone too when I was at MUN that worked wonders with Microsoft Paint as well. Like that's how she did all of her art, you know. And I couldn't believe that someone could actually make nice art with Paint, you know. But it is possible if you get familiar enough with it, I guess, you know, and so on. The craziest one I've seen is there's a guy that does like actual beautiful art in Microsoft Excel, and he uses the grids on the spreadsheet as basically pixels. And it's
That's
like,
incredible.
I've seen that.
and it's
Microsoft,
crazy good looking art. Yeah.
I have not seen that. I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah.
Microsoft Word as well. I had a different classmate that could create like full blown artwork in Microsoft Word of all
Nice.
programs.
Yeah.
Going back to the pre-computer days, I know people who use the different characters on typewriters used to create pictures with the different characters. If you Google that, there's some gorgeous pictures just using typewriter keys.
I'll share it in the group chat there now, Becca.
Okay.
Okay.
It's called the Michelangelo of Microsoft Excel. It's the name of the video. Yeah.
Yeah, typewriter thing. Is that how people like, like online people will make a art out of just like typing the
Yeah.
letters or whatever?
Yeah.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Typewriter art was a thing back in the old days.
That whole channel there where that video is that I shared is fantastic, great big story. It's just cool human stories basically. So it's worth subscribing to. That does not count as an endorsement. As a legal endorsement. Don't come to me and sue me.
There is no way.
Are you
There's
scrolling
no
through
way.
it? You're looking
No.
at it, are you? Yeah, it's whack.
Open chat. Okay.
It's a video, so make sure that your YouTube video is on.
I've
Yep,
done
I
it a
just
couple
had
times.
that. Sorry.
I fall for the I constantly fall for the trap of auto playing video, even though I have it turned off everywhere but my desktop.
Oh yeah, he did that in Excel.
Crazy.
I can't even I can barely use Excel for what it can be used for.
Oh, okay, so he makes like
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
he
it's like
uses, like-
macros, right?
wingdings and graphs, charts and stuff. Okay. I was expecting this was literally all pixel art.
Yeah.
But no, he uses graphs and stuff too. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I wish that we could like live stream what we're watching right now so everyone knows what we're doing.
That's really neat.
I shared the link. I shared the link on the Facebook streams.
Oh, good, okay.
Yeah.
Follow along with us.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Watch us watch videos and not be snarky about them, which is the only reason to watch videos of
Yeah.
people watching videos is for the reactions.
I love that the Facebook live stream of us watching the horror movies last night also included our chat on the side.
Oh, did it? That's awesome.
Yeah.
That include all the snark, man. Some of those comments were brutal.
Yeah.
Especially when we started the Die Jerry Die campaign.
He deserved it though, to be fair.
Honestly, though, the one that I wanted to die the most of all three movies was the main character from the last one.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
yes.
It's awful.
Lee.
Let me sand that off your face.
Oh no, the last one, right?
You can do miraculous things these days. We can freeze it and sand it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
My man in there using sandpaper on this poor lady's face.
It was like bombardment of red flags that entire film.
Basically, Risha, this guy was like, he was looking for a body to give to his wife because his wife was literally just a head. She was decapitated and he was a doctor and he was keeping her alive by hooking her up to very sciencey equipment.
Yeah.
And so he meets this woman and she's like, oh, I have this like big scar on my face. And he's like, I can fix that. I can make you beautiful again, because he was thinking of putting his wife's head on her body. But he was all like, yeah, we have the technology now. Like, what is it? The doctors, plastic surgeons. We've got plastic surgery now. We can sand your face. What was it? Sand the scar tissue down. I think that was like the words he used.
Yeah.
We can sand the scar tissue down. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely how it works.
I hope they also had anesthetic if they were going to do that.
He said they can freeze it. He didn't mention the pain receptors, but he said that they could freeze the skin anyway.
Oh my.
The science was non-existent in that last one.
I tuned in very briefly to a part where I think somebody had their arm ripped off and he was like falling against the wall and there was like a really bad blood smear.
Yeah.
That was
so ridiculous. He was being so calm for having his arm ripped off.
That was the goriest part of all 3 movies.
Yeah.
It was totally unrealistic because it was like this amount.
Yeah, right? He got his arm chopped off and it's just like, oh, my shirt's a bit red.
Yeah. And he was so chill about it all.
Yeah. And he went to like 3 different rooms before.
He went upstairs.
Yeah, and then he just came back.
Yeah, for some reason, yeah.
Putting it like how considered he was not to leave any blood in the main room where they were coming in a few minutes. He bled out of the bottom room. He came up to the main room, then he came.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
And then the other guy came back. The surgeon guy comes back and just puts a tarp over him because he's got this lady that he's trying to flirt with to take her body, right? So he just throws a tarp over the dude's dead body so he doesn't notice. Like, and I'm not sure that's gonna work there, my man.
He walked into the room, and for just a moment, I pictured that like moment in Community where like Troy walks into the room and it's on fire, and he's just holding the pizzas.
A different disaster each time. That was probably my favorite episode of Community ever. I don't remember. I can't even remember if Community has episode names, but the dice roll episode anyway.
They do. I will.
Yeah, what's the name of that one? Do you know offhand?
No.
I just consume them. I don't really pay much attention to it.
They're named. They're usually named after they're named as you'd expect a college class would be named. It's remedial.
Oh, yeah, right.
Remedial Chaos Theory.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Season 3, Episode 4.
That makes sense.
I have to
really needed, in the Shrews movie, they really needed some remedial chaos theory there because that was pretty much a practice in it, just like Jurassic Park. If the guys had Jeff Goldblum there, it would have been okay. Well, not really, because Jurassic Park was still not okay. And they're still trying to do things with Jurassic Park 5 movies later. It's like, no, it's fine this time. Everything's cool. Nothing's going to go wrong having a park full of dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Still not listening to Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, closest thing to like B-movie horror movies, I guess, that I watched would be old Daikaiju films. So the Gamera series is like super good for that. They're hilarious in their usage of special effects. And of course it's giant monsters, so you can't really go wrong with it.
Yeah.
Some of the old Godzilla movies too are pretty cheesy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I have the very first Godzilla movie here on DVD, and it's like they use like miniatures, like little dinky cars and stuff to do the blow up of the city scenes, but it's so painfully obvious. Like there's a scene where like the Jeep is like driving down the road, and then they want to show the Jeep like, I don't know, essentially like get us an explosion that makes the Jeep fly, and it's like there's a hard cut of like the dinky close up, and it's like so bad.
You know what? They're still kind of like that. They still make Daikaiju films and TV shows in Japan, and a lot of them still pretty noticeable. So they're still really funny to watch.
That's great.
That's the fun of them, though. Honestly, to me, you know, like seeing the bad special effects and the camp and all that sort of stuff, you know.
Part of the aesthetic at this point.
Yeah, it seems like every time Hollywood tries to make Godzilla serious, that's where they go wrong, because it's like
it is
not heavy enough, you know. It's like taking itself way too seriously.
I didn't see the first Godzilla, but I saw the second Godzilla in a theater, and that was my first experience on the seats that move. And
Oh yeah, cool.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was really well.
I know everybody poops on this movie, but it has a soft spot in my heart because of nostalgia, and I grew up with it. But like, what year was it? Was it 92? The Godzilla from or 90? No, 98. I think actually it came out.
Are you talking about the
Oh, the
That was the one with the baby
American?
Godzillas, right?
Godzilla or
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the babies at the end. Yes.
I
Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, there we go. I was trying to think of the actor's name. Yeah.
Yes, Matt Broderick. Yeah, I
That was
actually
totally
love that Godzilla movie.
I've never seen
Oh,
it in
nice.
its entirety.
I don't hate it.
I haven't seen the latest one because it didn't play at theaters at a convenient time for me, and it was gone by the time I got back to the islands. But
I saw the end of Kong Skull Island the other day, and it referenced. It was like the first one in the series.
yeah, it was supposed to set up the monster.
They brought them in. They said, "Oh, by the way, there's all these more." And they showed the moth, and they showed the Hydra, and they showed Godzilla.
Yeah.
Kind of like cave paintings, you know. But I did see the first Godzilla.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's going about as well as the Universal monster movie universe, which has had what now 3 resets.
I thought it only had the one. I must have missed something.
I think there
Was the guy and the woman? Was it the first one, second one? The guy and the woman worked in the nuclear reactor, and it went off, and it was Bryan Cranston. Was he in the first?
Oh
one?
yeah.
That's the first one.
Oh, then I saw both of them. Yes.
Yeah, that was the previous Godzilla movie, I think. But
But it was the other one was a sequel to it.
Yeah.
they had what I think they rebooted Dracula twice for the Universal one, and then they released the Mummy, which apparently also is not going to be counted now either. Supposedly they're restarting it again with another different movie now. So it's like, just stop, guys, just stop.
Yeah.
Well, the Tom Cruise Mummy. No, I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I was warned against it.
Tom Cruise Mummy,
Dracula's one of
Brendan
those
Fraser Mummy.
like, it's just going to continue.
Oh, I love the Brendan. The first two, and then they went.
Until The Rock got involved, and then suddenly it was horrific CGI.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, the CGI is so bad in that one. And the third one, they used a different actress, and they made the British kid American. It was like, come on, people.
They
Just
rebooted his ethnicity. Oh my.
I heard Jurassic Park. The Jurassic Park they're making now. They're gonna making. It's gonna have Chris Pratt and the first cast in it. Is that true?
Oh, really cool, yeah.
They're putting everybody together. It's like
I know Jeff
Jurassic
Goldblum's
Stew.
coming back, isn't he?
yes,
I think
they're
so.
having Jurassic Stew. They're putting both set teams together.
I don't think I've seen any of the newer ones. Are they actually any good or?
I guess about as good as the sequels to the original series.
I didn't get
they're
to
not-
the first Jurassic. The Chris Pratt one. I haven't gotten to. Wait a minute, I did. I didn't get through the second one yet.
I think the most exposure I had to the Jurassic World series was watching somebody stream the park simulator game that came out of the more recent stuff.
Yeah.
And just making an ungodly disaster out of all of it. That was a lot of fun.
I guess the Jurassic World is trying to tell some sort of a story, I assume, because it seems like there is sort of that thread going through them of like I can't remember the name of the corporation right now, but the one that's like trying to create all the mutants and blah blah blah, right? So
Just call it the Umbrella Corporation. Everybody knows what you're talking about.
Isn't it Ingen?
yeah, I think so. Now they were in it from the beginning, but they're
Oh, there's a new corporation. No.
Well,
Ingen was the first one. Is there another one?
yeah, I think Engine was the first one, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, and there's a different corporation now, isn't there?
I don't remember.
Maybe.
Seems...
Or maybe it's still Engine.
So there's like a whole underlying like mythos to Jurassic Park.
Yeah, seemingly.
I was just searching up the old cast of like the first movies, and Richard Attenborough, the guy that did the with the cane
Yes.
of the white hair, he passed in 2014, so he's not going to be able to be in this Jurassic.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so he did. Yeah.
Yes, Sir Richard. That would be Sir David's brother.
Oh, right on. Cool.
I didn't
Huh.
know they were related.
Yes, Richard and David are brothers.
We spared no expense. One IT guy. Have problems after, and of course it was Newman as well.
Right after one spent the last 7 years of his life chasing wildlife across the world. There you go. Very motivated him.
But yeah, if they actually do that, they have to bring back Laura Dern. She is bae.
And oh my God, I know his name. The
Yeah,
doctor, the one
Sam-
who's Lord
Sam Neill.
Sam
Yeah.
Neill.
Yeah.
Did someone
I just
mention
like-
Samuel L. Jackson yet?
I am sick and tired of these
You're
dinosaurs.
bringing him back with like a robot arm and
Yeah, I don't remember what happened to him in the first movie. Did he die or no?
I don't think. Didn't they adopt the kids? I believe.
I think Samuel L. Jackson's character got like an off-screen death, and then his arm was like hanging off of like something and bumped one of the other characters.
Was Samuel L. Jackson in the first one?
I
Yeah,
don't even
yeah.
remember Samuel L. Jackson. Wow.
Oh yeah.
He was one of the he was the guy at the computer that was like trying to get the park back up and running.
Oh, okay.
The hold on to your butts guy.
He had a cigarette
Oh,
hanging out
yes,
of his mouth
yeah.
a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's as much
Wow.
swearing as he was allowed in that movie. It's like, no, Samuel, you can't say that. You got to say butts. This is PG-13.
That's hilarious.
Probably why he only had like 5 lines. They had to like censor all of the other ones.
They had to keep it.
I was surprised he held out as long as he did in the Star Wars. Really, like it's like, because that's a very PG series. So, I figured they would have had to have let him go long ago. Too
Yeah.
late getting one mother effer in there, anyways. That was a shame.
Cigarette hanging out of his mouth. Yeah.
I'm tired of these Sith in this Jedi Council.
He's MF this and he's MF.
So how's the weather on the island today, there, peeps?
It was
Man, I
raining earlier. I think
I
it's
use it
mostly
raining.
stopped now. It's
I
overcast.
thought I heard thunder, but it could have been a truck earlier because I heard it. I live in a busy street. I was waiting for the big thunderstorm last night. Somebody told me we were.
Yeah.
I know. I was waiting for it too.
That's the Weather Network, which
Yeah.
is not to be trusted. If it's
Exactly, yeah.
they
I'm
they
warning the thunderstorm.
That just gets you excited, the Weather Network, yeah. They just
yeah,
get you excited.
I feel like if there's a chance of something going either way, they'll pick the one that's more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, maybe,
So-
Jeff.
Or the one that people will like more, or whatever way you want to put it, yeah.
Well, the one that gets clicks.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah.
My darling late friend Sarah, who was from Indiana and who died 2012, used to talk about her mother. And her mother loved the Weather Network. And she used to say, that woman used to watch that channel like it had a plot.
My uncle used to constantly have the Weather Network on downstairs in their rec room. So, yeah, it was just on perpetually in the
Well,
background.
Summertime, it's like,
I need to start checking the long-term forecast now for the island, I guess, since I'm coming soon. What's it like down
I'm
south?
cracking me up because I can't tell you what's going to be like tomorrow. Please don't try to tell me what's going to be like Wednesday. It's going to rain and it's sunny. It's going to be fog and it's raining. It's going to be sun and it's...
That's Newfoundland.
Yeah, changes by the minute. There's almost no point in even like looking at the weather.
Yeah, similar to Newfoundland, I guess, in that respect.
I was at a party once in a restaurant, and there was a booth of guys who actually worked for the weather. There's a name I can't remember now, weather company, National Weather Service, whatever. And I said, it must be really frustrating working in a forecast and the wind changes and the weather changes and the wind changes and the weather.
It's brilliant up here. There's like a actual stable weather, and look at this. Look at that sun. Hey, look at my halo. Look at that. Look at that weather out there. It's like mostly like this all the time. It's ridiculous.
I'm very jealous.
Coming from the island, it makes no sense at all that there can like be actual nice weather somewhere all the time.
Well, the first time I went to the States and I sat down, they were like, it's gonna be 70 degrees and sunny until 4 o'clock, and then it's gonna be cloudy for 2 hours, and then it's gonna be and it was the exact thing, and I was like,
Oddly specific weather.
what? It did. It's like, yeah, they forecasted. It's like, you don't understand. It actually was the weather they forecast. I have to show you this because it's cheaper with me. I am crocheting myself a shopping basket.
Cute.
It's like the line from Back to the Future for people that remember. Too bad the post office isn't as reliable as the weather service. It'll stop raining in 3, 2, and then it stops raining. Back to the Future 2.
Oh my God, that was yesterday.
You know something else you can crochet, Mary?
Crochet a cat first.
I have it there to do. I do, and I have it 3/4 done.
It's been 3/4 done for like 2 years.
I owe Becca something. I'm aware.
She's making my snake a sweater.
And I have,
That's amazing.
and I have,
How long is that sweater gonna be?
I think about 1.5 feet.
Yeah, I think I told you about 2 feet.
About 2 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
It'll just keep growing as the snake does.
Yeah.
The longer you delay, the longer it's going to get married.
No feet is about.
All right, they're getting 2 because they're also getting Erica's because Erica's snake.
Okay.
Right. But yeah, no feet is actually about 4.5 feet. So it's just the sweater
great.
half her body. It's not going to be her entire body.
Yeah.
There will it is there. I didn't crochet for like a long time, and then I got into it again. I'm like, yeah, I know.
When you first started crocheting those sweaters, Erica's snake was about the size of a Sharpie pin, and now it's almost bigger than my snake.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to get a different measurement from Erica's snake and
Make it about the same size as mine.
oh, okay.
Yep.
It's there, and actually, I haven't measured it recently, but it's probably done. But it's just like, oh, it's not done yet. It's not perfect yet. It's not done yet. I can't.
You had lost the old ones and started a different one.
And then I found the old ones.
Right. So the 2 bigger ones, keep making those 2 for my snake and Erica's snake, and just scrap the small one altogether.
Is there a theme on the sweaters, or are they just like?
I believe Becca's is red and blue. And the other one, and basically, there's a little decoration and all that, but I just wanted to do a sweater.
It's basically just a tube.
Tube. It's a fancy little tube with a little decoration on it. I won't show it to you because
I'm gonna get her to join the tea party.
yeah. I have been wearing that snake throughout the pictures.
My cat knows the sound of my snake's tank opening.
Nice.
And goodbye, cat. Aww.
In a convenient hand-sized package too.
Horrible.
Baby.
Does your snake like to be held?
She doesn't super enjoy me actually like taking her out of the tank, because I often have to like lift up her cave, but
yeah.
After a couple of seconds she's fine. She doesn't care. She loves Jeff for some reason. Every time Jeff comes over,
Does she absolutely loves Jeff?
Oh really?
Both times that I've had parties at my house that Jeff's been at, the snake has literally fallen asleep behind Jeff's lower back, like between him and the back of the couch.
We're like, where's the snake? I think Jeff is sitting now. Oh, I have a great picture of me in a Santa hat, whatever, and the snake has gone through the sleeve of my top, out my neck here, and up around my face, and climbing up this way. And I took a picture, and my older sister was horrified beyond belief, and
My mom is convinced that my snake actually knows who she is and is out to get her. Look at this.
oh no, hello.
Hey Mark, how are you?
Never happened?
We have a viewer that's saying that Jeff will be a snake charmer.
Oh,
Yep.
Mark. Yes.
Yeah, and that's on Facebook.
Yeah, I was doing other things and didn't notice the chat.
Yeah, no, they just popped up then anyways. But
Hello, Mark.
I forgot to keep an eye on Facebook chat myself until just now.
But I gotta say, Discord seems to be working really well. There's a lot of action going on in the
Yeah.
buyers, the vendor section. There's people posting pictures all the time, and nobody's asked questions or had to be kicked out or anything.
One person had to be kicked out
Oh, really?
Oh, when did that happen?
before the
Oh.
convention started.
Oh,
The day before the convention started, somebody, Jeff has entered the waiting room for the meeting.
salmon?
Yeah,
Jeff?
I've joined on my phone, so
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I want a mobile camera.
A mobile experience. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, you were saying that
What was I saying?
somebody got kicked out of
Person
the
ban.
meeting.
Oh yeah, right. The day before the convention. Yeah, it was like a spam account. She came in and she posted in all of the channels that was open to her, advertising an essay writing thing, like 30% off. Need an essay? Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, bye bye.
Yeah, hilarious.
That
Yeah,
happens.
this time of year everybody's writing essays.
There was a bot came along on Risha's.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Oh, in my my stream that happens
Oh,
like
really?
a
Oh,
lot
yeah, I remember
actually
seeing
on
that.
Twitch.
What happened? Did they say
I've
anything?
been working on like a master's thesis for the better part of a year. I'd love for someone to write this essay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there hasn't been more things
Yeah.
we've had to ban with us posting all the links to everything open,
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
and everywhere.
They get
So,
attracted to that, yeah. That attracts the
I
butts.
think,
Nobody cares
think
about it.
Discord
What
is
does
good.
Bob do in Rissa's session? Did it say or do anything?
the bot. It was just it's the same bot that like goes on like everybody's Twitch. It's like, do you want to be famous? Click this link, and it's like, yes, I do want to be famous. I don't want to click that link though.
Yeah.
It's like we'll give you followers was like basically what.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like you can like pay them in like money or bitcoins to like get followers on Twitch. So it's pretty sketchy.
all the followers.
Yeah, I think the Discord. I think the Discord's working really well. I think it would be good to keep it open, like even like just throughout, like up through other conventions and stuff, because it's a good way to kind of keep in contact with people in between and like events, maybe even like some small local meetups or something.
Yeah, it's been look at Jeff's color changing, light vector going mad.
Jeff is giving us that's I don't know if he wants me to say what road that is, but that is his.
Oh yeah, Jeff's streaming from outside right now. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Jeff's go on the
I
Jeff's
might have to go to 2 of 2.
porch.
I was connecting his audio. Yeah, the audio. Oh, there you go.
Shooting some footage. I can't hear any audio though. Jeff seems to be muted.
No, he's
so
muted.
If he's speaking, we can't hear him.
Just making me and Brent jealous of St.
Yeah.
John's, the fact
Yeah.
that he's there.
Likely. I'll see it soon, assuming that it doesn't turn into COVIDville over the next few weeks.
Oh, Krista, where are you located?
It's doing pretty well.
Right now, I'm in Sydney, Cape Breton.
Oh, okay. It's on the mainland. We got a mainlander. Who knew?
Yeah.
Oh. I've like every time
I was in
anybody
St.
is, like,
John's.
And when a mainlander hears about a Newfie, it's like, oh, you're a Newfie, yes, bye. And then every time anybody from Newfoundland hears that somebody is from Nova Scotia, it's like, oh, you're from Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia. And
You're from Deer Lake or Pasadena, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm originally from Deer Lake, and then I lived in St. John's for a little while before I moved to Halifax.
It's a car. That's really good.
Yeah, you're just there too early.
Yeah, I hope I'm only in Sydney temporarily.
Yeah. You've been hoping for a while, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping I was only going to be in Halifax temporarily, but that turned into a long temporarily.
Yes, work is what it is, for good or for bad, but it is too bad when especially now because you got sort of caught with the COVID thing, right? So so now you're kind of trapped there, and
Now I'll go to the back door.
like lots of people waiting for work and so on.
Yeah, I've been back to St. John's every year so far, so
You would have been back around now, wouldn't you? Have your thought?
I was originally going to try and come back in August.
Time for Alex.
That's sad because a lot of our friends who normally come back for this time of year and are in other parts of Canada or in states can't get back.
Yeah,
it's very sad. So hi to everybody. I know some people are watching, so we miss you.
Hello, Kitty. I have usually been back in July month, and I probably will be the next couple of years. But it worked out nicely this year because the theaters aren't reopening until the end of the month. So hopefully I can. What's a good term for salvage? There we go. That's a good term. Hopefully I can salvage a couple of theater visits while I'm home.
They're showing classic movies like Jaws and other ones, and like still showing like Bad Boys and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, the sort of pre-COVID releases that got cut short or whatever. Yeah, it was funny because for a while I think it was Sonic the Hedgehog was the highest grossing movie of 2020, and it's like that's freaking amazing. If that wins as the highest grossing movie of 2020,
Yeah.
the greatest
What was the movie?
upstart of all time.
I feel like if you could go back in time to when the first Sonic trailer dropped and say this would be the highest grossing.
People would be like, "What?" Go back to 2019 and say this will be the highest grossing movie next year, and people will be like, "What happens in 2020?" Nothing good. Skip it.
Disney released a movie. I think it was the Trolls sequel, maybe.
Yeah.
Where it was like scheduled to release right before the pandemic started, and then the pandemic started, and it's so like everything was basically closed off right before the movie was going to be released. So I think Disney did like a full digital release and like basically made it so that you can rent the movie online or something.
Yeah.
And they did scary well for what they thought they were going to do for it
for
being
sure.
digital. Like they were very successful.
Yeah, it was the sort of thing where they look at the nice garden you got, looks sweet.
Well, this stuff isn't growing very much, and somehow a snail got here. This is a raised
Oh yeah.
snail.
Yes,
All the way up here.
will wreak havoc to your garden. Yeah,
But
unfortunately.
the beans are growing great.
Yeah, for sure. That was what jumped out at me. Yeah.
The beans? Is it peas or beans?
Beans.
Peas there in the back. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Pea pods.
Yeah, peas are growing, especially where it's not like a greenhouse or whatever. Usually peas will require nice heat, and stuff.
But everything else is just like that's a sort of
greenhouse.
carrots and onions, but everything else is. I've seen pictures of other people's gardens, and they're doing much better than mine. So.
But this would have been your first go with one anyway, I guess, would it?
Yeah, I use the soil is cheap and crappy. So
it'll probably need to be aerated a little bit over the years, to
I need more nutrients or something.
Proper growing soil. Yeah, but that's nice though.
I have a great field in our backyard. Well, I used to live near Rollins Cross downtown, and
It doesn't go too far, does she?
so black.
No, there's a
Worms like.
There's right on. I can see it now. Yeah. I thought it was open, but there's a fence there. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, she's having a munch on the grass.
Yeah. Almost a good
Don't
sign.
worry, see it again later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You'll see it when it comes back on the rug later.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
she doesn't throw it up very often.
Oh, we're not.
Surprised.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Nintendo hit magic too for the COVID thing, by coincidentally releasing Animal Crossing right at the beginning of it. That was like 8
That
for
was
them.
I don't have a Nintendo device that cannot play Animal Crossing, so
Hmm.
I'm kind of disappointed in that.
And Apple too, they like capitalized on it with the iPhone SE, right? It's like, here's a phone that doesn't use Face ID and it's cheap and it's small, and it's like people just dove after it. It was like the perfect timing to release a phone like that, and it came out the same weekend as Americans were getting their stimulus checks. So I was like, you couldn't have designed it to be better.
Oh, I'm sure that was a coincidence.
Yeah. Oh my, but look at this model photo that Jeff's doing here.
I compose, Jeff.
Yeah, modeling St. John's.
How do I make this so I can see
I have
everyone?
to cut out for a little bit, but I can't come in. So
It's not raining out there, is it? It just
no,
looks,
it's not raining. It
yeah,
rained
it
earlier.
just looks damp to me. Yeah.
It was torrential rain, like
Yeah.
middle of the night, and I thought there was going to be thunder, but I didn't. Did anybody hear any thunder in St. John's last night? Any lightning thunder?
I didn't hear anything.
It was torrential rain at one point. I woke me up.
We had a couple of really bad thunderstorms here, actually. I was surprised because it's been a long time since I've seen a really bad one, but it was about 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, we get some good ones up here too, which is nice. Yeah. Nothing. Almost as good as the Ontario ones, where like you get the really strong winds for like a very brief period, you know. But I was still blown away by the Ontario one when I was up in Ottawa. It was like, because there was like a thunderstorm warning, and me in Newfoundland, I'm like, thunderstorm warning? Why would they have a thunderstorm warning? And I was like, screw it, it's only a thunderstorm. I'm gonna go and get McDonald's. And I walk in, and there are like trees falling down, and there's like branches blowing around. So I was like, oh, okay, this is a thunderstorm. Interesting. So it's definitely not like the thunderstorms on the island, sure.
Yeah, first thunderstorm I experienced in Halifax was a really big one, and there was a power plant just down the road from me, and it exploded. So it was,
Wow.
I thought the apocalypse was happening because the
Yeah.
power went out. I didn't have a phone. Nobody was home with me, and so it was pretty scary.
The scariest storm that I ever remember happened in New Brunswick, and I think they were calling it a heat storm. So we had heat that was past 40. I think it was 42. And I was at cadet camp at the time, like Army cadet camp. So we had to like lock everything down. All of our fitness training and stuff like that was stopped because it was too hot.
Sure.
And then in the middle of the heat, there was like not a cloud in the sky. We could see off in the distance this wall of thick cloud, and we could see it coming towards us. And we're like, we prepared. So we told everybody to go inside, and we waited. And I got videos of it coming in. It honestly looks like a giant wave just like up over.
Wow.
Yeah.
You still have the video?
What?
You still have the video?
Yeah, somewhere.
Oh my God, I want to see him.
And it was, you could see the lightning happening in the clouds. Finally, it come over us. There was thunder everywhere, lightning everywhere you looked, and it was hail like the size of this for like 2 minutes, and then the wall left, and we were back to like 42 degrees again. It was the weirdest, craziest thing.
What's Jeff down over here now?
Got a nice video loop going.
Yeah. We're gonna get stuck in some 2020 time loop here now.
Man.
We're forced. It'll be Groundhog Day. We'll be forced to forever. So you may as well enjoy the day. Get
That
it?
was happening when I was testing out cast, and I was like screen sharing, and I screen shared my cast window onto cast. Yeah, that was happening. It was like a tunnel of windows.
And Facebook Live has a delay, so there'll be a.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got 2 Facebook Lives going here. Anyway, I'm going to leave this.
Somebody just sent me a meme and it was, congratulations, you have successfully made it to the end of July. Welcome to level 8 of Jumanji.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunately topical.
Well, please keep Jumanji under control so I can hopefully see you peeps within the coming I guess,
Please.
4 weeks. Everyone except for Risha, who should still come to
Unfortunately.
because why not? You're in the Atlantic bubble now. You're allowed to come up.
Are permitted.
I'll stow away on the ferry and hitchhike my way up to St. John's.
You'll just be like the victim of all the license plate shamers and stuff. Like, but I saw a license plate from Ontario the other day. It's like, oh my god, that could
Yeah.
have been here for months.
I know people who don't use it for years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, stop. No lie. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that move from places with cheaper insurance and don't change over their plates until they absolutely have to.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. Yeah. And I mean, a lot of the motor services stuff is pretty delayed right now. So, so more than likely, if someone moves up here during COVID, they're probably not getting a new license plate for a while anyway. So so all the shaming is so silly. But yes, thanks for coming out, everyone. I appreciate it. It's good to see faces, and we'll hopefully see person soon.
Oh, is this the end?
Oh, I don't know. Is it the end? I thought that you said you were going to run off.
Who?
Maybe not.
No, I said I was leaving. I was leaving this chat.
Oh,
I was
okay,
leaving.
yeah.
I have. This is my personal. I signed it with my personal account on my phone. This is the Avex account, but it just shows up as me. But
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if we were scheduled for an hour, if we were bumping into someone else's space, or what the story was.
oh, we can end when we want.
the
Becca
next panel-
Becca has a thing at 2.
Yeah, I'm the next
You're
panel.
Yeah.
You're a ways
I'll
away.
go to Becca's. I have been to a couple of variations of Becca's session, and it's very good and very entertaining, and I highly recommend it.
Mary, this one is totally different. Like all of the other
It's not
iterations.
good and entertaining.
The other iterations have been specifically about like the found footage itself and like talked a lot about Cannibal Holocaust and Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
But this one is more about mockumentaries and how they eventually
Oh, yeah.
turned into found footage genre.
I would just like to point out, Becca, that I have discovered that there is a lot of Vincent Price movies on YouTube.
Yep.
So-
Almost all of Vincent Price's movies have become what's the word? Public domain.
So the next time we have a movie, and we don't have to have Avex, we can just have a bad horror session.
Yep.
We can have like one a month,
Oh, if it's Vincent Price, it ain't gonna be bad movies.
No, it's gonna be cheesy to go there. But I mean, we don't have to have an event. We can have like one a month.
Yeah.
Because I had a lot of fun last night making fun of those movies.
When I was planning the marathon for Avex, I was kind of stuck because there is a lot of actual good movies that are in public domain. Like you said, Vincent Price, Lon Chaney's movies are all public domain now, and
There is a
Little
movie.
Shop- Little Shop of Horrors is public domain. Nosferatu is public domain. There's like so many actual good classics, but I ended up going. I figured it would be more funny and
You have to do a bad one. Yes.
to do really cheesy.
Vincent Price had a movie where he does a movie making fun of all his old movies. I think it's called The Raven or whatever. And I mean, Lon Chaney is in it, and it's just basically a send up of all the other horror movies, and
Yeah.
that would be a deadly.
I love Lon Chaney. I've got a collection of his son's stuff.
Sorry, I didn't mean. I meant Peter Lorre
Oh,
as his assistant, but Lon Chaney's. I'm sure there's a Vincent Price Lon Chaney movie out there. There's also the best poster in the world. There's Vincent Price, Peter Cushing, like Lon Chaney, and Christopher Lee all in one
I
poster
didn't
together.
think,
Like
Vincent Price and Lon Chaney were like in the same era. I
Mm.
didn't think they were like alive at the same time.
I don't even know. I meant to say Peter Lorre. I would love to see that there was a.
I mean, maybe it was, but like Vincent Price was alive half recently. Like he did like a cameo in Edward Scissorhands.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like Lon Chaney's movies were silent.
Yeah.
Haunted Palace is a 63 movie with Vincent Price and Lon Chaney Jr.
Yes, his son, most definitely. Yeah,
Yes.
his son stuff, Lon Chaney Jr. stuff, is like the epitome of cheese.
So there's something called the Haunted Palace that we will. I don't know if it's there, but there's also. Oh God, what were those movies? It's a horror movie, Doctor. The Abominable Dr. Fives. Has anybody ever seen these movies?
Never heard of it.
No, I haven't heard of that one yet.
They're worth seeing. Just so you can go.
Like ridiculously, hilariously bad, or like actually good?
They're a product of their time.
Okay, got it.
Oh boy.
Got it. Are they actually sciencey?
Now I'm seeing stuff like Dr. Blood's Coffin and some ones, yes. Some good ones, yes. Dr. Fives Rises Again, yes. They're pretty cheesy. A lot of serious organ playing.
Yeah.
So I think our viewing audience would enjoy the Abominable Dr. Fives. And both the 71 and the sequel in 1972 are on YouTube.
Look at his face.
Oh no, Disha, we don't see
That is adorable.
This is the cutest little face. Look. Ooh.
When was the last time she shed?
Very recently. Oh, good news. It must be the humidity this summer because it's really humid in the apartment. She actually shed in one full long piece for the first time in her life.
Wow, she never does that.
So, for a little like disclaimer and background of my snake, she's got a skin problem and can't shed properly on her own. So whenever she starts to shed on her snout, I soak her with a warm, wet towel, and I don't really peel it off of her, but I just use pressure with the towel, and I kind of go back like this and just help it off. And it all just flakes off in these little tiny pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah, last night, it was the first time she ever actually shed in one full piece. I saved it because I'm gonna make jewelry out of it.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Okay, do you have to like put a preservative or a glue spray or something on it to keep it together?
It's like Mod Podge. I'm gonna dye it first. Just like diluted paint, I think would work, and then put it in. Like I've got they're like metal backs with like half circle glass domes, and you just put a picture or something in between it. So
Ladies and gentlemen who are watching, Becca's going to make you on this side. Becca's going to make jewelry. Please watch Becca's page and announcement. There's going to be snakeskin jewelry.
Oh, I'm not selling it. I'm making it for myself.
Oh, well, I thought you were doing it to sell. Never mind.
No, man. I don't think if she continues to shed properly and have good sheds, maybe I will, because she'll have enough skin. But like, nah, I'm just gonna make like a few pieces for myself. For her with
that area where she was damaged a couple of years ago, is that completely gone now? That little.
Last time I checked, my hat.
There's a
That's
picture.
all I have for putting it together.
Last time I checked, it was very, very faint, but she did shed the other day. I can't find it.
Oh, cool. She damaged herself, by the way. That was not Becca's fault or anybody's fault. It was self-inflicted.
She got stuck in my chair, and I mean, I wasn't just going to let her stay in my chair.
Can I tell the story?
Yes. Oh, I found it. It's very, very faint.
At Becca's birthday party a couple of years ago, somebody took their eyes off the snake for a second, and she crawled into an upholstered chair. The chair had to be cut,
Sod.
Oh my
brought
god.
an end to the birthday party, like screeching, and it's game gone, put everything. And we spent, or I didn't spend, I taped the end of it. They spent maybe about 10 minutes cutting and slicing parts of the chair, trying to get the snake out. The snake was stuck because her middle was fat, and she couldn't go either.
Yeah, basically, she got into about like this far. No, she was in farther
Yeah.
than that. It was somewhere around here.
Pretty far.
She couldn't go farther herself because it was too tight, but she couldn't back up either because it would have been going against the grain of her scales. So she was stuck there. So I had to pull her forward through her fattest part of her body, and it kind of it scraped against something anyway. And her,
I have the moment on tape where she was being released, and I will enjoy that forever.
for anybody watching, I did take her to the vet to get that scrape on her back checked out, and they said it was not deep enough to cause any damage, and it would heal over time with sheds. So, disclaimer.
But it was hilarious, and it brought the party to a screeching halt.
Oh, snack.
It's just a teeny, like it was quite long down the back of her spine.
Yes.
It's just a teeny tiny bit there now.
Maybe the next shed will be even longer.
Yeah. Every time she sheds, it goes fainter and fainter.
Because I remember you said at the time, you said, well, that's going to mess up her next shed. Because she's going to have to.
It did. That one shed, she went a really long time after that before she shed again, actually. Starting to freak me out.
How often does she shed normally?
3 times a year. About 3 or 4 times a year.
How old is she?
7. I still got tons of years with her yet.
They grow ever so slightly with each shed, right? Or do they always do that?
Once snakes get around 10 years old, you're pretty much guaranteed that they're not going to get any bigger.
Right on.
They are still going to shed. Like people as adults, we still shed skin cells even though we're not.
Yeah.
But when they're young, they shed a lot because they're growing, and every time they grow, they need to get rid of their small skin.
Because of their skin, theirs doesn't grow in the same way as ours does, obviously. But for us, we're constantly shedding. So
we're an educational event.
Yeah.
I keep doing this backwards, but she's over here.
Kitty again.
Hello.
The cat is just glaring.
I see a tail. Yeah. there is a tail. Like a little periscope where it's like checking everything out.
Sweet. And Jeff, tell everybody how old your cat is.
14 or 15 or so, give or take. I'm not sure.
Wow.
Can't remember. I should be sure, but I can't remember. That's all.
Yeah, an elder cat.
A little senior baby.
She's still quite spry too, isn't she, Jeff? Or
relatively speaking, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. For a 14 or 15-year-old cat.
Yeah.
Because that's quite senior for even for domestic cats.
Well, it's up there. They can, usually.
They can get older, but I'd say the
Right back to 13. Well,
yeah.
13 and a half now.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people I know, their cats are actually kind of living longer now than they used to, and I think it's because like pet food is getting higher in quality and
Better
pet
nutrition.
care more accessible.
The pet food stuff is a big one because I can remember when we had a cat when I was young, we just fed it like alley cat, just dry food in a box from Co-op, and that was it. That was all the cat ate.
Yeah.
Now there's like, with so much protein and like crude fat and like no added stuff, and it's just so good. And
ours used to have the wet stuff, but it wasn't nearly. This was like a couple of decades ago now, so it wasn't nearly as like properly enriched with vitamins as it is these days.
Yeah.
It was sort of just like meat and gravy, basically, right? So whatever it was called at the time, fancy
Ours had the
something like that. So
We fed Meow Mix to our cats when I was
Meow Mix
growing
is
up.
probably what I'm thinking of. Or no, Meow Mix is the solid stuff, right? Or the hard stuff.
It's well, yeah. I think that was the only kind of Meow Mix when I was growing up. But they do have a they do have a wet food version as well.
Right on.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while now since we've entertained the cat, so.
I don't think I can eat the rest of my cookies. My snake has crawled all over them.
Nice.
The cat I had last year died. I mean, the cat I had who died last year had a a problem with
Yeah.
chicken, so there's only so many cat foods that don't have chicken in them, so
Oh, no.
that was what I fed.
Yes, give it that.
Did everybody see that?
Curiosity will kill that cat.
Yeah. It's like, no feet's like, don't do it. Don't you do it.
More lives forever.
Yeah.
I didn't stop her that time because it was no feet's butt. So
Yeah. That was so funny.
I wanted the snake to turn around and go, what are you doing?
Okay, I've got to send you a meme on Facebook. I already sent it to you, Mary, but it was remember the one that I sent overnight there. It has a little swear in it, so I won't read it. But I got to send it to Becca now. It's like, oh, to be a house cat and simply slap the crap out of anything in front of me that I do not understand.
Yes, you sent me that last night. Yeah, I didn't react.
I sent it to the cat owners that I know, but I'll have to send it to Becca then as well. I forgot that you were a cat owner as well. You're too new a cat owner for my mental mindset to be set.
yeah, I haven't had it for very long.
Yeah.
Oh God, she's going to
last year when I was home, did you? I don't believe.
Sorry?
She's quite new, isn't she?
My cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 7. The cat and the snake are about the same age, but I only got the cat about a year and a half ago.
Okay, so you did have her when I was home last year. Yeah. I was thinking time flies, I guess. Yeah.
Is there something wrong with the snake? You keep...
And the shoe's starting to go up my dress.
Here's a cave to go.
No!
Any shaded area, right? It's like I can hide it in here. Oh my.
So that cat stream tonight, are all the cats from them like adoptable or?
Yes, yeah, that's you can.
oh yes, that's tonight.
Yeah, go down to the cat cafe. I believe they're all adoptable. I'm sure they'll say if any of them aren't. They may have, but
Are they currently open yet? Right now, or?
Yeah, they're open. They're open. Yeah.
I would like to
I think it's
when I get
12 to 8 most days of the week. I think is the deal.
They were looking for volunteers a little while ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that going to be a live stream or you're going to previously tape?
Sometimes
It'll be a live stream. I'll live stream from down there. I'm only going to, because there's some logistical issues with. I'm just going to take my phone and I'll live stream to Facebook. And one way or another, whether my phone records it or I have to extract the recording from Facebook, I'll eventually put that on YouTube as well. But so there'll be a live stream.
I wish that my apartment wasn't like a no pets apartment, because I would absolutely love to just like adopt a cat from there.
Are they no pets like dogs, or would they take small animals? Because sometimes when they say they're no pets, they mean like big dogs and things like that.
It's probably something that I like. I know that one of our neighbors at least had a cat before, so like I could probably push it, and but I don't know.
I moved into a no pet apartment building many years ago where I still live now, and it was no pets, but everybody had pets. But it was like, oh, it's not bothering anybody, and okay, we're just building.
Yeah.
Yeah, the apartment I'm moving in is no pets, but because I adopted my cat already declawed, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
But she's declawed, so they're like, oh, well, she can't damage anything.
Oh, so that little pat was just a little pat. There wasn't any.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that's why I don't mind, because she doesn't have any claws, she can't hurt snake.
She's like,
However, when she's nose to nose, I don't let her do that, because I'm afraid that the snake is going to start on her.
React. Yeah. And snakes can definitely be pretty fast when they want to actually lash it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
They seem lethargic, but they're all about the opportunity lashing it.
about that chase.
It's pretty easy to tell, though, when they're about to strike. They get into this place, and they kind of lift their head up a little bit.
Oh, okay, right on.
They get ready. Like, I can usually tell.
Yeah, like cats wiggling their ass.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Yeah. Winding up the motor. I learned an interesting thing. I mean, I probably knew it somewhere in my mind, but about cats when their eyes really focus in. versus being wide open. Apparently, that's because the type of that's because the type of cells in their retinas, they do better at being focused like that, so they can focus in on a specific thing, and its motion. Whereas when the retinas are sort of fully open, they're they're looking more at overall areas. Whereas when they sort of zoom in, they're focusing on a specific thing, so and getting ready to pounce. So apparently their eyes are designed to that's a predatory design, so that they can basically focus in on a specific thing and then attack it, So
Cool.
so when their pupils are super thin, it's not only because the sun is out apparently, which I always assumed they were like ours, they'd be sort of small when there was lots of light already coming in and larger when there was less, but apparently no, they can use it as well.
I don't think snakes have pupils, or at least they don't have, like, they can't grow
Yeah.
much.
I don't suppose a lot of reptiles do because they have more simple and purpose-driven eyes, obviously.
She does have a sense that we don't have, though, with the
Yeah.
little holes. Hold on, I don't think it's gonna focus on her face, but
And they've got
they
the
have like nostrils on the top of their noses.
Yeah.
Then they've got these. Oh, now you can see them. See the little holes alongside her face?
Yeah.
They're like heat vents.
Yeah.
So they basically can sense a like a heat map of their surroundings through that.
That's why they keep trying to go up.
Yeah, they can seek out warm things. They can also
Yeah.
they go after their prey that way because it's a
Yeah.
warm living body. So
Yeah.
when I feed her, I've got to heat up the food so that
Yeah.
she can feel it and sense it.
I have this image of you microwaving.
No, I
microwave rat.
Take out the
I
popcorn,
do not
put it
like
in the mouth.
cigarettes.
Get some shrews. Poisonous venom.
Poisonous, venomous, dog-shaped shrew.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dogs wearing mops.
The dogs looked embarrassed in that.
Probably.
I thought when I first saw them, they were using pigs. I thought they were using pigs with like long strings.
Oh, yeah.
Even the pigs went, "No, I'm too smart. I'm not doing this. Get the
Yeah.
dog." That is Attack of the Killer Shrews. If anybody wants to look at
Brittany
it,
would love that as well, Nick. Even though you weren't there for that one, the first movie, the Shrew one, they were like, oh man, this guy got bit and he died instantly. It's like, and then they looked into it and it was like, that's because the shrews are poisonous. It's like, oh my god, no! He would have had to eat it.
alive gland.
Yeah, they were like
Poisonous
the
venom.
saliva. They said the saliva was poisonous, but then they were like, you can't get bitten or scratched by them.
Yeah.
Like basically, if you touch them at all, you're gonna die in like 5 seconds.
That's how poison works. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and the death
mean,
was
even-
instantaneous.
Burn.
Even today, most people don't know the difference.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a big popular meme. I remember. I've seen memes about it. And it's like I can't remember specifically now, but it's something like if you eat it, it's poisonous. If you know.
If it eats, yeah, right. If you
you-
bite
yeah.
it, you die. If you bite it, it dies.
Yeah, if you bite it, if you bite it, it's poisonous. Or if you bite it, it's poisonous.
Yeah. Oh, I've got to find that meme. That was such a cool.
That's a good one. Man, I'm looking forward to finishing the test game of the new Warhammer 40K format that I posted.
Oh, have you got the rules?
Pardon?
You've got the rules, have you?
Yeah. Oh, I got the
Oh, you got the set. Yeah,
big.
nice. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
tempted, but I have to be good on the end, and I just don't have anyone to play Warhammer with here, and it's not like I've actually played it properly in probably like 2 decades, so it's really just been me playing the shell game the whole time. Like I buy the minis, I buy the books, and it's
So that's
just
the
dropping money into a hole, sadly.
That's like Dungeons and Dragons, right, people? It's an RPG. Dungeons and Dragons. Warhammer.
Warhammer's a little bit different. It's more of a war game than a role-playing experience.
But
Although,
it's an RPG tabletop.
yeah, similar. What we're hoping to do is me and some friends are getting like a narrative game on the go, so
Cool.
we're have a little bit more of the role-playing aspect to
Sweet,
it.
yeah, awesome.
But that also means I have to fill out like 15 different stat cards and character sheets
For all your
before
characters,
I can start. So yeah,
there's benefits and disadvantages.
yeah. Mostly I'm into it for the painting. I really enjoy painting.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I was very much into Warhammer for like the social thing and for the narrative of like books and stuff, you know. And if if I had someone to paint all my models for me, I'd be perfect, you know, like because to me the big hump is definitely the assembly and the painting, you know, the models and stuff. So, or the miniatures, I should say, I guess technically miniature. But that's the point for me, you know. But if I didn't have to worry with that bumping point, I'd be much more amenable to playing, obviously. But the yeah, you know, it's just the having to do all the legwork of putting things together and painting them. I do dig the some of the changes they brought to Necrons this time around, though, because I didn't really like the changes they made to them in the previous edition, personally. So they seem really working. Huh? Hello, alarm.
Somebody's alarm just went off.
Yeah, mine just went off. Yeah, for some reason. But yeah, it's
Becca, do you need a lot of time for prep? Do you need us to go at specific times? Do you have time to?
I was going to change out of my outfit,
Yeah.
but I'll do that after my panel. It's fine.
Okay. I was going to course it today, but I went, people are going to see me in Europe. It's like, we'll be lost. Why would I bother?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So actually, before I go, I'm finding that video of my snake.
Oh yeah.
Was that you, Mary, that posted it?
I sent you the video. Yes.
I'm doing the very casual steampunk experience with it. Ooh.
I definitely sent you the video. It was a great
Yeah.
film.
I'm very much work from home punk right now. Shorts on the bottom, nicely dressed on the top.
If you can't find it, let me know and I'll take it.
My hat just makes my hair look even worse because it's like all curling up around it.
You just tuck it behind your ears, son, and there you go.
It's a look.
That's what I did this morning. I put it in a ponytail and then put it in a bun and said, yep, hat. It is a great moment in Snakes and Histories. The freeing
I'm
freeing
just
of
trying
pain.
to keep my hair under control because my quarantine hair has gotten totally out of hand and I know it. So I'm just embracing it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
learned
I'm doing the
to
same,
my
yeah.
own bangs, and then I went to First Choice actually a couple of weeks ago, and I had about, I can't see that, about 4 inches cut off my hair. But yeah, I was lucky I don't have color, so.
I'm using the quarantine as an excuse to like not even quarantine properly anymore. Anyways, I'm using the work from home thing as an excuse to try growing my hair out for the first time because I've never had long hair. You know, not that mine's long by any means, but it's longer than it's been because I haven't gotten a haircut in like what now? I guess about going on 6 months now. I guess it's about 5 months now. So
Have you found it, Becca?
No, I don't have it.
Oh, Becca just, you posted something.
Yeah, no, I don't have the video. Neither one of us posted it on Facebook.
I sent it to you on Messenger.
Just then? Or like way back?
No, 2 years ago when it happened.
Oh gosh, am I gonna be able to find that now?
Snack.
I'm reading your meme about bites.
Yeah. Post that in the
That's funny.
comment.
That's funny.
Oh, it's a snake. Mushroom, mushroom.
God.
That's an old one.
Better.
Terrible. Yeah. We could totally do that. We have enough people here that we could like properly do that song.
No, I'm not gonna be able to get that. That's not happening.
I have it backed up on
Fonzo.
my other files, so I will.
Fonzo as well. Jeff's like vanished.
I will send it to you when I find it.
You could probably just like post it in the Discord chat whenever you
I
find
will
it.
do that.
What?
I will post it on. You send it to me. I'll post it on Discord.
I will see if I can find it because I have all these backups.
Or you can post it on Discord
Oh,
too.
this
That
was-
was also an option.
birthday 2018, maybe?
Yeah, it was 2018.
Yeah. So I don't know what files are looking. Quiet descends.
Brent, how long you got now before you're back on the island?
5 days from now. I'll be a little over 5 days, I guess, realistically, because, well, it's 5 days and change. I fly out at I think it's 5:05 Atlantic time, so and then I'll be landing in Gander about 8:45 or so on Friday, so
Yeah.
the Furious Countdown is on. Today is like definitely house cleaning day. As you can see, I have a bunch of piles here on my chair back there, clothing and stuff. It's like getting ready to pack it always. Like I'll sling that over a chair, and so I don't forget it. I'm in that halfway through packing phase now. And you can, if you look very closely over this shoulder, whatever that is, I'm left-handed, so I screw it up constantly. That's my luggage there. La la.
Are you moving home or visiting?
No, just I'll be there until I guess Labor Day weekend. I fly out to St. John's, so I'm contemplating 2 trips into town, but obviously depending on how things develop, I may scrunch that down to 1. But my nephew's birthday is on the birthday party is on the 6th, I believe, or no, the 5th, I believe, whatever that Sunday is of Labor Day weekend. So I said, well, it's so close that I may as well stay on for an extra week, So yeah, what did you say, Becca? Sorry, what did you say, Becca?
Oh no, she was way down my back, and I could feel her crawling up my back.
Oh yeah.
Kind of on my shoulder.
Hilarious. But and then I'm thinking about, depending on what's going on with the theaters, I might go out the maybe for a few days, the week of the 25th. I'm thinking for a few days and check out a couple and maybe check out Tenet and IMAX. Ooh, nice! Look at this. Look what Jeff's got here. If Tenet plays, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that for the release date. So we'll see how things are looking, and if I feel comfortable going to a movie theater, I'll be there in time for the 26th or 27th to see those 2 movies again. And then I'll be back out again that first weekend of September. So hopefully a couple trips, but if COVID suddenly rages, I guess I'll just go with Labor Day weekend. But it's going pretty well. We had that brief little scare there with a couple of people coming back, but it seems to have been kept under control, luckily, so that's good. People actually self-isolated, which is kind of them.
It's probably backed up on my hard drive. It's not on my phone, so I will.
It'll be posted on Discord eventually if anybody's curious on watching me take my snake out of my upholstered chair.
It's a great moment because the complete attitudes changed from the time she was lifting the snake out to the time she...
Yeah.
Yeah, because while I was pulling, I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm hurting you, I'm so sorry. And then I finally got around, I'm like,
Get out.
And you were saying, I don't know who was talking to, like, the guy who said, I don't blame you, I don't blame you, I don't blame you.
Yeah, he was the one that was like holding the snake at the time that she got down.
And like it was instantaneous. He was like there, and then she went real quick. But yes, I definitely have it because I saw it like a few months ago, and it makes me laugh every time I see it.
Someone mentioned back when you were talking about Warhammer, Mark David Edward said, Warhammer 40k would destroy my wallet, must stay away. Between my Star Trek, Starship models, and Transformers figures, I'm kept busy enough. Warhammer is tempting, though. And then, Mick, is that a big D in the background?
That is, as a matter of fact, yes.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah. I just
that and the smaller one, which is probably less visible, is the Rhode Island, which is Harry Kim's ship from the last couple episodes of Voyager.
Oh,
cool.
I really like the design of it.
I love that people are actually like watching us.
Yeah, people pop in and out, and there's 3 on the group and 1 on the page right now, according to Facebook. But that's not accurate. It's often more than that. But
Promotion.
Here, like I
Becca,
said,
we're
here.
doing a panel at 2 o'clock. Please, Taylor.
Yeah, promotion. Come to my panel. I talk about really old movies, like found footage movies and mockumentaries and stuff.
Soon.
Honestly, my panel is really about cinema verite, a style of
Oh
filming.
yeah, cool. Yeah.
I'm not going to get another copyright strike from YouTube for that, am I? Should I? Should I not
say the wrong words and suddenly it gets struck?
Should I not share that one to YouTube? Because I already got one strike.
That one, all of the videos that I'm playing in that panel also are going to be from YouTube. I'm also only playing clips.
Yeah, I'll
Maybe not stream that.
It'll be on Facebook.
It'll be okay.
All right, Markham also said that Eagle Moss models are great, which I agree there.
Eagle Moss models are fantastic. I've only got a few of them, and I've kind of cherry picked because I have a budget, and I
they are big money for what they are. But I do really do like them. They're beautiful.
Well, it's the same as like with Warhammer stuff in general. A lot of times I'll wait and pick up just specific models, or I'll wait and get things secondhand so that I don't have to pay as much for them. Or I'll just use old stuff that I have lying around and cobble it together into something,
Kit bash.
Yeah, basically. I have one of the Rhino transports for my Death Guard, which are basically like zombie space marines, that I've done up like Thomas the Tank Engine. So I've loved
That's amazing.
I had so much fun with it. It's easy.
David, do you have it in front of you?
Pardon?
Do you have the object you're speaking about in front of you?
I'm sorry. Do I have the?
You have it there with you. Can you show us?
Yes, actually. One moment.
You can't say that you did that Thomas Tank Engine and not show us. You have to show us.
Don't forget the great clean one there, Mick.
Oh no. I wish you had.
More disgusting than anything Nurgle's actually created himself.
I'll send a link. This is.
Oh yeah, because you have it on Facebook anyway, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I also got a website set up with it now.
Oh sweet, very nice.
But this is. Yeah, this is the.
Oh boy.
This is the crime against nature that I brought into the world.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, hold on. I've got to move the screen sharing across.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, that's
oops.
brutal. I love it.
There.
I had a good laugh at that one when I saw it. My partner really liked that one too.
Yeah. Because he's quite into
Okay,
Warhammer. Yeah.
Do you do sculpting on do you do your own sculpting on some of yours? Because I noticed some of them. Yeah.
Like on that and a couple of other models where there's been pieces missing, it's just been like, well,
Cut it out.
there's something not here, so I'm going to put something here.
Yeah. Nice.
It's something I've really been getting into.
Yeah, they're really well done.
Awesome.
Like especially the parts that you've sculpted, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
And your painting too. Like I've noticed from when I was back a couple of years ago and I was looking at them, and then seeing your progress now, I can see you've improved a lot over the last 2 years.
I'm thrilled with how it's changed over the last couple of years.
Yeah. Looks great.
I much appreciate that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That made me laugh.
Chaos and orcs are definitely the most fun to have with kit bashing, I think.
Oh yeah.
Orcs you can have a lot of fun with, just especially I think they got rid of a lot of the looted machine rules these days, didn't they? I believe.
They brought some back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for the last edition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can
I used
basically.
to love that back in say 3rd edition, when it was a free for all and they could literally take other armies' tanks and just use them.
Oh yeah, that's still a thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they sort of took it out for a little while, but I think they reintroduced it, didn't they, in 6th edition, if I recall right? Or is it 7th now? I think the newest one is 8th, right? The very, very new edition is 8th, I believe.
it was just an 8th that they brought something like that back in, but
Cool.
I don't know how it would work during an actual game.
Yeah.
I think it's that you can just build anything you want and then just.
Yeah, I don't think you could do it in even back in third. I don't think you could do it in game per se, you know. But you could sort of, they had rules for almost any model that you could adapt to the orcs, yeah, which was hilarious because you get some lovely ridiculous models. I just love the whole orc mindset that they have like the psychic aura, and because they think it works, it works.
Yeah.
So like red makes things go faster. So if you paint your models red, they go faster. They're just absolutely bizarre for rules, and it's such fun.
We have a Kevin Kennedy joined on which one
Oh,
is
hey.
this on the page on Facebook and said, "Hello all, just ducked in as I got a notification. Pleasure to meet you all." So
Yeah.
also I couldn't share your link on Facebook. It did not like the link for whatever reason.
Yeah, Facebook for some reason has my site marked as spam and doesn't like my links. I don't know.
Facebook marks some bizarre things. That's fine. I like when I never did share this back on Facebook. I should sometime, but I had something just to show how stupid Facebook's automation is, and I shared a post that was basically making fun of people that think that 5G towers cause COVID, and it was like a post making fun of that. And Facebook took it down for spreading misinformation. My guys,
And on the plus side, it's nice that they're actually looking into misinformation. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
I saw a
They're
notification
trying.
come up when like there was something I shared about like a square-shaped UFO, and I was like, "Ha ha, frick you," and it got a similar flag, and like. It was kind of a facepalm moment because I wasn't sharing this because I thought it was anything factual.
Yeah.
But it's nice that at least that's on the radar, or at least
Yeah,
that's something that's being like actively watched.
Maybe what they could do eventually would be to like add a thing where you could manually add like a parody tag to your posts or something that would lift that thing, and then it would maybe add "this is parody" to like the bottom of the post or something, you know, just to make it clear. That would be nice, because then you could sort of share stuff in good fun, you know, instead of having it marked automatically. One of the really hilarious things these days, I find that I'm in a contemporary legend group through my old folklore background force, and almost all the posts have that "this is fake news" thing over it now. Almost everything that gets shared in the group, because of course they're sharing urban legends, and so like almost all the posts have like, you need to click this button to read this story. It's like, yeah, this is like contemporary legends page. Of course it's fake news. But it's so funny. It's just like post upon post. This isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't real.
Oh, and someone is asking on Discord in the costume contest, when will the winners be announced?
What was it, Jeff?
When will the winners of the I can't.
Muted, Becca.
You're
Oh,
muted,
yeah.
Becca. Yeah.
Oh, Becky, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, my roommate was walking by, so I muted it.
Oh yeah.
Probably around 6:30. There's Jackbox at 5:30, so whenever that's done, I'm gonna go live and announce the costume contest winners. I wanted to announce the scavenger hunt winners around that time too, but I realized that I was telling everybody they had until 6 o'clock, and if people are putting in photos like last minute around 6 o'clock, I'm not gonna have enough time to count. So scavenger hunt contest winner is probably gonna have to be announced probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
But costume contest winner 6:30, I'd say.
Cool. Yeah. Nice.
I was impressed with some of the costumes. I was really surprised because
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I was kind of expecting a lot of people to like maybe not want to do like some of the videos and stuff, but like all of the videos and like photos and stuff submitted were really good.
Really well produced and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, it's excellent. Lots of good input. And I don't think there's any, or certainly not many, costumes reappearing, are there? I'm trying to think of a good way to put it. I think it's mostly original costumes, aren't there, in the contest, I believe? I haven't seen a lot of them at cons before.
I've only ever seen one of the ones at cons.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
Yeah, I think most of them are fresh to edit, so yeah, I believe.
Yeah, well, there was a Love Live costume and there was a Belle from Disney.
Yeah, cool.
Those are some pretty like ones that you see a couple of times.
Yeah.
And there was Sally, but it was really originally done. It was
Yeah,
done.
that was neat cosplay.
Sally Disney
Yeah, I must
Princess,
say that was very
I
cool.
thought was deadly.
Yeah. I think if I remember correctly, the other ones were all, I haven't seen them done at these conventions before.
Yeah. Always nice to see,
Theaters
especially
every
for a
year.
virtual con. It's nice to see unique cosplays being shown, because you sort of figure where it's virtual, people may not put as much effort in, obviously, and stuff. But yeah, lots of effort put into.
Yeah.
Definitely effort. There's lower, of course. People want the real thing, so there's less. There was more opportunities for people to participate in this, but of course,
for sure.
the expectation with the virtual is to be a lower number. And I was reading a couple articles, like even San Diego Comic-Con. I mean, compared to what they'd have if it was real, But it's still great that we do it, and there's still much to be enjoyed.
But I started looking because now's about the time their panels hit YouTube, so I gotta go.
And the panels will be there forever unless YouTube misidentifies things as copyright strikes and gives copyright strikes again. But
panels anyway, because it's going to take it down. But now there's actually official panels.
It's hilarious that they are doing that because the videos are all coming from YouTube.
Yeah.
I appealed and linked to the proof that they're public domain movies, but I got an email this morning saying, "No, your appeal is," but it's all automated anyway. So no human has ever has been part of this decision. Yeah. So
you remember that Mad Max Littlest Hobo mashup that I made, Jeff? Because I remember sending it to you, and it was like just like the last scene where Mad Max leaves, and I matched up with the Littlest Hobo music.
I vaguely remember something about that. Yeah.
They copy struck that when the company did, the owners of Mad Max, right? And it was like I argued with us, like, look, this is clearly fair use. It's like 10 seconds of footage from the movie, no audio from the movie at all, mixed in with the theme from another show to make a parody. And they were like, no, that's not fair use. It's like, you guys don't even know what fair use is. Like, their lawyers literally don't know what fair use is. I was tempted to like push it further, and just like make an actual legal claim against it, but not like I have a lawyer to fight with the MGM's lawyers or whatever the hell company it is.
My brother did an experiment once. He did a video, posted it on YouTube. If I remember correctly, I might be botching the story, but I think what he did was he had a video, posted it on YouTube, and the music in the background was The Eye of the Tiger being played in reverse, and he got a copyright claim with
That's almost impressive.
How would you know that?
Yeah. All algorithms, yeah. It's all just machines, AI digging around and finding whatever garbage they can. And
back in the day when I was experimenting with like streaming and stuff, and I didn't like do a whole lot with this, but there was a stream that I did on Twitch where I had a function where people could pick different background music, and I went into this knowing, okay, this is going to get like copyright strikes to hell when I move this over onto YouTube. And I did. And everything was fine, except the only thing that like got the whole thing like disqualified for monetization was, what was it? I can't remember the song. Oh, right. It was the Evanescence Bring Me to Life song, except Kids Bop.
Kids Bop?
Yeah, makes sense.
There's an actual Kids Bop version?
I think so. I think that's what song it is. It was either that or it was
right now
a similar meme song.
Hilarious.
Can I just say that it is just past quarter after,
We're getting there now, yeah.
so it should probably tie up so that I can like get my panel.
Yeah. And there's time for people to do what they need to before Becca's panel as well.
Okay.
Because we
And
don't
yeah,
want
I
to cut
did
into
just
your
double
timeline.
check. Kids Bop Evanescence does exist.
I need that in my life.
I'm not seeing any new Facebook comments. Are you, Jeff, or anything?
Someone said "Tiger of the Eye" about Eye of the Tiger, but that's it.
ladies and gentlemen, give me a second. I will post it in the.
I hear you playing it.
I will. Yes, I will. I will put it on the comments to this.
Okay. But I'm gonna head out now, anyways. You guys can end the call whenever, but I'm gonna go because I am gonna change out of this course today.
Yeah, for sure. That's probably a little warm.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Nice teeing with you
We'll
all.
see you.
See you in a few minutes.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I'm going to end. Well, yeah, I need to end. I need to at least stop streaming because I need to get ready to stream Becca's
Yeah, exactly.
thing. So,
Yeah. And
Bye
we
bye.
have a good time.
this
So,
has
yeah,
been great.
thanks a lot, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Yeah. Have a great day.
Bye.
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 See ya.
Bye.